I'm going to 100% Paper Mario the Origami King by stopping King Olly's plans, rescuing every toad, filling in all the holes, collecting the collectibles, finding the hidden blocks, and earn all the trophies that feature an array of challenges. Ah, Mario Kart Double Dash. Wait, I thought this was Paper Mario. Well, whatever it is, we've made it to the Origami Festival. Don't you hate getting to the party fashionably early? Hello, Peach? Princess? There's something different about you. Did you get a haircut? Shouldn't the Mushroom Kingdom unfold and be refolded unto glory?
What you talking about, Louis?
Sure, whatever. And what of those toads? Shouldn't they be silenced for all of eternity? Oh, absolutely. Will you crease yourself and be reborn like me? What the flip? Is this a cult thing? No thanks. Your replies are paper thin. Day 12 in the dungeon. A circle starts to glow, granting me accordion arms to help me free our main ally, Olivia. I'm curious, who is your favorite Paper Mario partner? Comment down below. Hey, knock it off! That isn't who I think it is it? They folded Paper Bowser. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not saving you. I did it for revenge. Bowser, you screamed too loud. We're busted. A folded Goomba walks left into us, initiating our first battle, where I spin specific rings, line up the Goombas, then hop down the line. The Shy Guys were more paraded out, and with only one ring move, I couldn't get them in a straight line, but the hammer can whack them in a 4-square formation. After the fight, a yellow Shy Guy reveals himself as an emo? No, wait, that's Olivia's brother Olly, who declares himself the Origami King. What inauguration would be complete without a few streamers? Holy crap, he's wrapping the entire castle. Quick, into the clown car mobile. Bowser, you saved me, so we'll call it even. At an unsafe distance, we watch the binds tighten around the stonework, pulling the entire fortification skyward. And Luigi! No! Forward, Little Red, ramming speed.
I immediately regret my decision!
The castle nestles on a plateau top, while I land in style. Wandering the land, I begin to gather confetti, which in this universe hardens like concrete when thrown to fill in the holes. At the heart of the woods, I encounter a dying stump who needed a seed I happened to pick up.
Wow, that was weird.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't just a seed I gave them. As if time is an illusion, the tree grows in seconds. Must be steroids. Finally out of the woods, I stumble upon a crumpled toad. Don't worry, buddy. Chiropractor Mario will flatten you back out. Ooh, I even get a copay. Turns out this has happened to a ton of toads. And I mean a metric ton of them. Some taking different forms of origami. There's way too many to show, so I'll only go over the notable finds. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. Same goes for collectibles. Hey, and the benches here heal you up just like the Hollow Knight ones. Anyways, I continue to patch up holes until the game notifies me there are no more in the area. Just like the toads and collectibles, I won't bore you with these. When I finally make it to Toad Town, I see a giant papier-mâché Goomba eating houses with soulless, empty eyes. Fortunately, the big lugs are easy enough to dispatch. Just rip off the sticker and start hammering until there's nothing left of them. Unfortunately, there appears to be a full infestation of the pests eating away portions of the town. They're even eating people!
You monster! You monster!
Don't panic, sir! You're safe now. Finishing up the extermination, we are blocked from the castle due to the bridge being out. I can't go over it and also can't remove the sewer grate to go under it. A nearby Shy Guy says his brother has a manhole hook we could borrow. Just look for another red Shy Guy, but not quite as handsome. Hold on, the one we saved is like the other Shy Guy and nearly as handsome.
Maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Ugly? You gotta be kidding me.
Insulted at Olivia's bluntness, Shy Dude sends us to a brick warehouse for the manhole hook. Voila! It's so dark down here. Let's lighten the mood. I swear I didn't put that down here. I keep the law. Escaping from embarrassment, I free a contained toad. Mario, thank you for saving me! You're welcome! dumb. Anywho, look at that. I finally crossed the moat and can search around the castle ruins. Not that I think anything is left. Luigi, you're alive! Let's get you back into shape, brother, so you can help us. Oh, he's wandering off. Sometimes I wonder if he's all there. Whatever. I might as well follow the red streamer, enjoy an old school reference that even Captain America would appreciate.
I understood that reference.
And chase a paper mole around like a maniac until I finally realized that I could corner it with two holes close to each other. A toad? Seeking salvation. Mario speaks with a Koopa missionary about their Lord and Savior. Sadly, before I can donate towards atonement, an origami menace steals the sacred shell stones. Heresy! Thus, I smite them by lining them up using a sliding technique that is new, proving my worthiness to the Koopa god. That's one religious relic, but where are the other four? Somehow, a Monty Mole got his grubby paws on the second shell stone. Now I have a haggling war on my hands, slowly bringing down the price from 10,000 coins to 5,000, earning a discount to 3,000, till I get too greedy and try to talk the mole under 300 coins, resulting in the Koopa missionaries buying it under me. So I had to fork over 1,500 coins to get it back. Needing to find the other three, I peel away the cliff face and play the obligatory fishing minigame to beat up a poor Magikarp for the penultimate keystone. While returning to our new church, I reached the end of the streamer. However, the door is up way too high. Guess I need to pray about this. Heading back, giant Shy Guy paper maches taunt me playing keep away with the fifth sacred stone. At last, I can enter the Earth Velumental Temple for my salvation. All I gotta do is pay my tithing into the red box. Oh, there's a second collection plate. Well, I really do need the blessings. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous, but fine. I'll see what happens when I pay the last donation box to the spirit itself. Olly decides to try a little prayer to bring the low streamer base on the mountain top.
It didn't work. It did not work.
I've been tricked! This is a cult! Tear it down! Tear it all down! Like any mega church, the shell-eating Koopas left riches, including new weapons in the back rooms. Don't mind if I do. I even find a Terraria health crystal to boost my max HP. Now then, I have a false god to confront. There's only a big hole. Well, where is the Earth Velumental? Oh my gosh! They've been worshipping a paper dreadnought! Jumping right into battle, I am forced to fight from outside the ring. Therefore, I must line up the arrows on the rings, align an action space with the turtle, and follow the yellow brick road so I can put my new shiny boots to the test. That was not very effective. The turtle god won't let my insolence pass and responds with repeated sandblast attacks, while I block with A just before each one. With my pride hurt a little, I approach one of his forelegs.
I'll smash it with a hammer!
Scaring the limb into his shell. Yet again, I contend with the sandblasting before I nab some damage-boosting tiles on the arena and take out my wrath on his second front leg. At this rate, though, I'm not gonna survive long enough, so I use a turn just to gather hearts to heal up fully. Now to slam the right hind leg and dirt through the mudslinging and stub his whittle toesy. You'd think he'd be out for the count without his limbs, but I still have a head to smash, activating the turtle tail slam special. All that's left outside the shell is the tail. The Velumental is now vulnerable enough to bring out the 1,000-fold technique. Thus, like a Koopa, I flip it onto its back and give this puny god a beating. Hulk smash! Now give me back my donated coins. It turned into a turtle Bible.
You could make a religion out of this.
Stealing the reptile gospel, we stand in a green magic circle, and Olivia somehow unlocks the ability to unfurl and fold herself into the Earth Velumental itself. With her newfound power, Olivia decides to dance? Which somehow raises the ground under our feet like a dirt elevator. Wow, Olivia is breaking it down. Literally, her dance destroys the dirt mound holding up the red streamer. Inside, I call the lift, which frees a sandwiched toad, and wait through the boring elevator music. Holy smokes! That was close! Who knew colored pencils were that dangerous? After they vanish, the elevator becomes out of order, free falling down to the bottom level. Free fall! Guess I'm gonna have to take the stairs.
I hate stairs.
tired after climbing one floor. Olivia and I sit down for a meal. You're gonna come back and pay for that later, aren't you? I only got $19,000. I can't afford to pay, so I'll do the dishes instead. Goomba roaches! On second thought, I'm gonna tell the health inspector about this. Putting the place out of business, I get to the top of the stairs before I can even react. The top of the tower launches colored pencil missiles. Jump, Mario! Look out, Olivia! Oh, phew! A way in, and blammo! A ladder. Ah, come on! You gotta be kidding me with this speed. Now I have to dodge all the missiles while waiting on this super slow ratchet system? Come on, Mario, just last a little longer! Run for your life! And don't you dare look back! Ah, finally. That was a close one. Now to loosen the streamer. But how though? No! Dodge the bullet, Neo! The defender of the streamer reveals themselves. A full pencil kit, named the Missile Maestro. Launching right in, the case preemptively launches pencils. Thus I weave across the field, press the on button, avoid the targeting data, and step on the magic circle I recently activated. 1,000 fold arms. Close the lid! Ha! Got nowhere to blast those missiles except in yourself.
Explosions!
That was super effective. How about another one? Ah, crap. He was out of ammo, so he gets a free round for a bite attack, then reloads somehow. Well, accordion arms, let's do it again. And since he's stunned for a round, I crack his skull. Hammer time! Taking the violent artist to half health unveils his special rainbow roll attack, which looks like a Crayola Gatling cannon. The 1,000-fold arms haven't failed me yet, so I pick up a double damage tile. Now you're really gonna feel the pain. The lid won't close. No. Wait. Of course he doesn't wait and lets loose a barrage of colorful efficiency, trying to find a way to stop the attack. I pick up a battle note on the field, telling me to face it head on. No more running. I pick up the entire magazine and stake it through the case's heart. Suffer for your art. You were better when you were a side-scroller, man.
Shut your mouth.
Frustrated with all the art criticism, Mario slams away the streamer seal, unraveling one layer on Peach's castle. On our way to follow another streamer, I enter the Toad Sensor Lab, where a rescued scientist gives us a Toad Radar, a clever gadget that warns us overhead of hidden toads nearby, whether they're rolled up in the walls, hidden in a secret shopkeeper's nest, or crumpled behind signs. The only drawback is it needs to be recharged for 500 coins. Anyways, it's time to follow the blue streamer in a tram. Inside, we meet a Babam, who appears to be suffering from amnesia. Losing your memories? Man, you'd be better off dead. Despite Olivia being cruel, our forgetful friend joins the party. The blue path drops us off in the Autumn Mountains, which is a bloody dead end. Oh, come on! I've seen you jump over higher things, Mario. The misfortune continues as the Lake of Rage has also dried up. Come on, evolve, Magikarp! Thus, Olivia has to comfort poor Bobby. Wait, that's not his name. Making my way through the tall grass, I was expecting to get jumped by a rat-a-tat. By the time we make it out, Babam's gone!
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
Whatever, I work alone. And what do we have here? A satellite sensor laboratory. Forget fast travel. We have Fax Travel Network here. Okay, anytime now. Moving on, I discover the Water Velumental Temple. However, I need Ricky Bobby back to open the front door. Olivia, your hovering is useless. Ricky Bobby, you in here? There you are, hanging out with sombrero-clad Shy Guy. Why couldn't he be our companion? Once again, Bobby shows he has the survival instincts of a lemming, attempting to talk to a Mache Goomba. And he's gone again.
I'm coming back for you!
Thank goodness there's no fall damage. In Chestnut Valley, I dodge through a rain of spiky seeds, then pull out Bobby in front of some treasure. Now run, Bobby! These chestnuts are not messing around! Go!
Yo, for the love of...
I find him again in a tree, get him out, and he rolls away.
To the left.
But somehow he ends up to the right. It makes no sense. Fortunately, the game spares my sanity and we finally open the water temple. As it turns out, Bobby is too tired to enter with us. Why do we keep this guy around? Ah, well. Exploring inside, I find some shiny iron boots to add to my shoe collection. Then witness a blue crab trying to instigate a Scooby-Doo style chase, which I nip in the bud with a PAL block for a groovy panel. That fits perfectly into this slider, fixing the water flow here. It overflows a handy basin opening the temple's water snake's mouth about halfway. And would you look at that, another piece is in the open.
You've fallen right into my trap.
Ha! The joke's on you, because I can have Olivia use her Velumental powers in battle to bulldoze all of you ground-bound crabs away. Good job, Torterra. While seeking the second pedestal, I encounter a coffee shop. That's literally all this random place is. Guess even heroes need a recharge.
Ah, that's good, Joe.
Now to put in place the second slider puzzle to fill another twisty canal, opening the maw-like door. Inside the heart of the temple is a draconic water Velumental, who immediately calls to the heavens, summoning windy water spouts that wash away all arrows and power-ups from the indicated columns. Walking towards the peril, I find a note indicating the Velumental must suffer a jump attack before it can get hammered. Well, that would have been nice to know before I committed to using the Earth Velumental this turn.
That attack is totally ineffective.
Unfortunately for me, his attacks land without a hitch, and at the end of his turn, the Velumental sucks in a large serving of water. I'm sure that's nothing, so I'll grab an extra action card on the walk up, clip the dragon's wings with my first jump, and try to knock some sense into him with a slam. All I get in response is a bite to my nosy. There it goes, filling up like a water balloon again. Uh-oh, he's looking like he's gonna blow. Yeah, this bodes ill. How about I only focus on healing up this round just in case? Holy Toledo, this guy's doing the wave all across the field, and 62 damage.
I almost died.
Thank goodness that wears out the beast for a turn. Maybe I can get a little Velumental payback. Go, Olivia, use Earthquake. Heck yeah, that was super effective. Rushing onwards, I figured out I can attack from a distance. However, the water Velumental was not sitting idle. Instead, it's summoning an absolutely crazy amount of water vortexes, wiping most of the boss arena clean. But that will not stop me. I get double damage and double the attacks, leaving the dragon on only a sliver of health before using a weak wing attack in response. Enough is enough. Eat my boots, evaporated Velumental. Yeah, that's right. Faint, will ya? And become a second religious text. Olivia, feast upon its words to absorb the chromatic dragon powers, teaching our guide Hydro Pump, then allowing us to return the waters to the lake. Hopefully this doesn't throw off the water table. Back at the boat, I try to paddle, but can't get anywhere. Bobby steps up and offers to give it a try, then remembers he doesn't have any arms.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
What about that monkey? Maybe he'll help if we can open this can of tuna. Thankfully, our most useful friend, the mariachi shy guy, knows a guy who is a can opener. That's convenient. Quick, while his back is turned, bop him. It's a toad. No wonder he didn't want bananas. And since luck comes in threes, the toad happens to be an ore master. In order to apologize for his monkey business, he agrees to take us through the rapids-filled Eddy River and docks us in front of Shogun Studios. This place has a commoner pass or a royalty pass, like it's Disneyland. Of course, I splurge on the royalty pass. Who wants to wait in lame lines? Unfortunately, we can't even sit back and enjoy the rides because the staff says origami figures have taken over. I think I can knock out two birds with one stone, saving the attraction, and visit stuff like the Ronin Tea Room. In fact, I'll start a scheme to trade from a straw up to a house, because I can take the bendy straw to a ninja who trades it for shurikens. Taking a hidden shrubbery door, I get the shuriken dojo master to come out of the closet while looking over the stored mache heads, including a Samus and Donkey Kong. Let's try one on.
I find that offensive.
Next attraction is the Shuriken Dojo, where I throw my set of ninja stars at moving targets, earned exactly 21 points clearing normal mode for a signed baseball straight from Mario Sluggers. Now for expert mode. I played again, this time trying to score over 80 points. The best scoring panels were often behind lower numbers, and the darn negative numbers got in the way sometimes too, yet I was still victorious, and got an awesome paper mache Koopa statue. However, I noticed Toad had the high score.
No, it can't be.
You cannot defeat me!
I can't let a fungal peasant that wears diapers be at the top. Out of the way, -1. That 8 is mine. Aha! Over 100.
NANI?
I'm a bona fide shuriken master. Please send my trophy to the local museum. Back to the trades. I exchanged the ball for a dry bones bone, then offer it up to a rabid chain chomp for a max HP boost. And it also distracts it so we can pass by to enter the ninja house of trickery. Gosh dang it, Ricky Bobby! Sitting out again? Why do we even bring this guy with us? Well, he's missing out because the ninja attraction is gonna be a hoot. It's like one of those interactive rides where you gotta hunt down cardboard cutout Ninja Toads in the furniture, the walls, everywhere. Once you uncover enough in a room, the next door opens. But watch out, folded ninjas strike in these tatami rooms with their infamous drop attacks. And if you try to smash them with a hammer, they substitute out and immediately counterattack. It got so bad I had to pay the crowd of toads to help me survive the sneaky onslaught. A power-up 2? Eat fire flower, you flammable origami ninja. This is like the Pokemon trick house, and the next room is a maze just like Koga's gym with hazards you can't see until you walk into them, only more painful due to the spikes. Hammering on the walls, I lower an attic ladder, taking us over the top of the mouse-infested rafters, and drop down behind the spheres for the room's exit. Right into an ambush! They're like spiders clinging to the ceiling! Fortunately, I was prepared with a hurl hammer.
You want me to put the hammer down?
That was fast. Time to rip off Angry Thwomp Kabuki mask. The Thwomps are closing in. They're gonna crush me. Who am I kidding? I'm freaking Super Mario. I may have survived the deadly house of trickery ninjas, but I wanted to find all 25 of the hidden toads, which meant searching every panel. And while I was at it, I 100%ed the other objectives all throughout the attraction.
Flawless victory.
Woohoo! My millionth paperweight. As the newest ninja, I get a behind the scenes look. Luigi, what are you doing back here? What would he ever do without me? I'm not always gonna be there for you, bro. What's that? You have the key to Peach's castle? Who wants to tell him? It does, however, unlock the door with holding the base of the blue stream. Salutations! We come in peace.
Run away!
How will we ever get past all those guards?
I have an idea. Let's leave!
I can't believe that did not work! It was a foolproof plan! After locating the correct mache mask, I walk around like a natural Goomba. Don't panic. I think I peed a little. Passing as a guard, I stumble into the Shogun Theater. Tisk tisk. Commoners trying to sneak into the theater? Very not posh indeed. Aw man, only front row seats left? My neck's gonna feel this. Oh dear, a literal captive audience! Shut up, toads, it's starting. A Western Broadway? You don't see these often anymore. Mandatory audience participation. Someone in the crowd is a hero. Who could it be? Well, surprise, surprise, it's me.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Rah, you varmint! Can't fire a pistol if you have no hands. That was an easy boss fight. Kinda morbid I'm gathering his shredded corpse. I spoke too soon. Supposedly, there's a second and third act. Birdo, what are you doing here? And why do the Koopas have the West Side Story Riz? Well, the gangs failed to catch the pink egg shooter's heart, and her eyes are only for me? What Peach doesn't know won't hurt her. To prove my affection, it's up to me to stop the gang violence in New Donk City with my hammer. Schmoozing up Birdo hot and bothered enough to smash me. Okay, now I'm feeling a little guilty, like I'm back in the 1,000-year door. Mario, you sly dog. Olivia, this is our secret. Do not tell Peaches. Move on to Act 3. The ballet. These shy guys move with such poise. And oh, Mario, I had no idea you could dance with such grace. Bravo, bravo indeed. Mario, you made that shy girl self-conscious of her weight. No one can know we ruined the Nutcracker. Kill them all. No witnesses. Well, show's over. A fourth act? They're really dragging this out. Ladies and toads, may I present to you the real boss himself, the elastic entertainer Rubber Band. What a Metaton-like entrance or something. And dang it, Bobby, get off your butt and do something. Guess it's just you and me again, Olivia. Like we're in elementary school, the Rubber Band Man shoots out bumper bands on numerous spaces. I should probably avoid those and cut straight to the chase. This shouldn't last long with big damage numbers like these. You can reabsorb the bands I took off you? Can't believe I thought this was gonna be snappy. Just like a sibling, the Rubber Band Man snaps back with a barrage of rubber. Let's see how you hold up against a 1,000-fold assault. That shot some bands off board, so it didn't fully heal. Then all of a sudden, I messed up my block timing. The rubber band's attacks hit even harder now that I can't defend myself. And I'm tied up, so I missed my turn. You vile fiend! You dare hit an armless bound man? You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Able to move once again, a note says I need to run into the bumper panels.
Why?
You gotta have faith, Sheldon. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Oh, it springs me up a row in the direction indicated, and weakens the entertainer's pullback healing ability since the bumpers vanish. I gotta be cautious though, because any that send me backwards immediately terminates my turn. Still alive, I snag another envelope. Apparently, the closer I am, the more bands I'll grab. In that case, time to get up close and personal. Closer, Paper Mario! Now finish him! He survived as a one-man band and is somehow even more powerful? Jumps do absolutely nothing either, since I only have 5 HP left. Let's end this with 1,000 folds. Wait, what are you doing? Just sit still, dang you! No! I'm gonna have to replay that whole boss battle. Oh, thank goodness I kept a 1-up shroom in my back pocket. Seize your motions! I'm getting a grip on this situation. It's time to send you flying. All the toads are now free, and the blue streamer is unfurled. And somehow Bobby's amnesia is cured?
Oh, well, isn't that convenient?
Whatever. Time to follow the yellow brick streamer to the Sweet Paper Valley, when suddenly we're stopped by Olly himself, who takes Rock Smash too literally and crushes Olivia under a boulder. Oh no, she is Origami. She can't be flat like that for too long. Yes, it's the only way. Hey, Bobby, what are you doing over there? Are you gonna blow up? We have to set sail. Oh, of course. One of us could die in an explosion like that. Bobby states he knows where to find a special something to rescue Olivia, which is aboard the SS Princess Peach, where he was a crew member working in the engine room. This wreck is also home to a health upgrade and has plenty of broken down rooms to explore. I climb down the once mighty vessel to get into the engine room. Stop acting sus, Bobby, and am greeted by spiders! Seriously though, they pose almost no threat. All these arachnids and only one attack. Exterminating the infestation reveals the engine is missing a part. Thus I trek to the ship's bridge and break free an emergency lever to crank it like a Model T, bringing the power back on. What the? Luigi, did you spill this ink all over the hold? That's not my problem. Going up? When's my brother gonna learn to clean up after himself? By the time we find the item box, I realize it wasn't Luigi. Bobby, hurry up! There are tentacles out there! Drop it, you naughty nautical nuisance. Oh, you won't, huh? Then it's a fight then. Slamming right in, the Gooper Blooper strikes the deck with his tendrils, creating a shockwave and leaving open its vulnerable tender tootsies. Naturally, it doesn't stand the pain of my mallet very long, so it comes at me head on, to which I respond by,
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
I dodge around his spitting ink, then wait until he gets dizzy enough to become completely useless. You want forgiveness? Get religion. Ah, there's the entire missing crew. Bobby unlocks the box and got the super important Olivia saving item. That's oddly specific. Our bomb friend then shares his tale of woe. How the Gooper Blooper attacked the ship, cut off his fuse, and washed up on shore without any memories. In the box was the last piece of a friend he lost in that battle. His friend's fuse. Bobby, what are you doing? We can find a lever to move the stone, Bobby! He died?
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Family-friendly Nintendo killed a character? How will I explain this to Olivia? Where's Bobby? It can't be! No!
So we back in the mine.
Trying to find Olivia in the mines, I come across a lot of surprisingly chill moles. Hey Mario, check out the Boot Car Type B Automa Boot. featuring 150 Yoshi power, and with a top speed of a golden mushroom.
Shut up and take my money.
I catch up with Olivia in the sandpaper scorching desert, where the yellow brick streamer is hidden beneath the dunes. And we're definitely gonna need a translator for this mumbo jumbo. Unfortunately, the toads I save aren't much help. The Pokies are very unwelcoming, and there's giant boos here. I wanna go home. May I add, the regular boos vanish when you're trying to line them up in battle. Anywho, I make it to the beautiful Lost Shroom City Strip and walk my way up to the most extravagant hotel.
We're here! We're here! Casa Bonita! Oh, awesome! Excuse me! Oh, scary! Look, a skeleton! Oh man, I'm so scared! Oh, cliff divers! Come on, dive! Ooh, puppet show! Ah!
A sniffster believes we are working with Professor Toad and hands over his room key. Security here sucks. Ready or not, Professor, here we come.
Pookie? Pookie is missing.
No, he's not. He went to the sun altar. Ah, come on, he's not here either? I might as well worship at the altar while I'm here for divine intervention. Wrong God! Wrong God! Wrong God! I should have memorized those prayers like Mama told me to. Like a Doug Trio, this Poke deity likes to burrow around, only surfacing to slam the ground, leaving his butt open for a whipping. The god summons the fury of the sand twisters, attempts to suck us in with its own twirl move, and when he's merely ahead, he rolls around and hops. He's trying to get away. Stop him! You won't escape my hammer a second time. Destroying the false god set free Professor Toad, who looks like his cousin Captain Toad. As our new companion, he can read the language of the ancients, and like the British, dig up to claim artifacts. And would you look at the time? Coffee break!
Yes, it's coffee time.
Returning to the hotel, the professor finds some murals he can translate. One stating there are 4 towers we need to activate. Another talking about starting fires with the tower's eyes. And blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. The fire elemental will be revealed. Unfortunately, the rest of the instructions are cut off by an occupied room. A fellow with green clothing, you say? Luigi? How can you afford this?
I just sold another mansion.
And where are you? Maybe my bro is near that tent with the suspicious green L on top. Ah, it's a sniffster game of guessing expressions with 10,000 coins at stake. The red minion turns and asks what kind of face they are making. Well, you have a mask on, so is that a sad sniff? Come on, come on. It's okay. I have 2 tries left. Is it a strange sniff? Wrong again? It must be a snickering sniff.
You lose!
After losing thrice, I can retry for 10 times the cost. And if I don't pay, I'll lose my freedom. Dang fine print. This round, I will only answer snickering sniff. My behind is on the line. How'd you do that? I actually had no idea. But police, he's running away with my coins. He's not a he, she's an MLM mom. Guess I'll just rub the lamp since she's gone. And that's no genie, that's Luigi. This time he's found Peach's castle key for real. Thanks so much, bro. And you guys better not tell him otherwise. The rest of the mural states that we have to do a ritual to unlock the fire elemental. I'll just show the ritual rather than trying to explain it. Apparently, Olivia singing her heart out is the key, while Mario and Professor are stuck dancing like the babies off Oshinoko. Bravo, I guess, and thank you. Like Aladdin, the way forward comes out of the ground. This place is hot enough to be World 8, and somehow Professor Toad is just as lazy as Bobby not wanting to go in. Do any of the companions ever want to help? Anyways, in the first room, I participate in the Mushroom Kingdom blooper games. Why does it feel like I'm contestant 62 from the Squid Games? And nobody told me this was a fire factory. These shy guys keep trying to give me a free sample. Dudes, fire and paper don't mix. That's not the only close call either, because jumping these fire ropes almost burnt me to a crisp. Wait, how am I a piece of paper not burned to a crisp? Questions for another time. In the heart of the temple, we encounter a Moltres. I'm just a little flammable guy, so I need some hints on how to fight this. While it's on fire, stomp it with iron boots. Say less, mysterious rider, and let my flashy feet do the talking. Yeah, that fireball damage though. And the dang phoenix shed some feathers I probably shouldn't walk over. On the bright side, it loses some health because of it. Afraid of being outdone, I open a chest to release Velumental tiles. Unleash Unleash the water prowess of Olivia, pulling out the Mormon powers of soaking to negate Moltres' flames and weaken its ability to retaliate. Now I have time to heal up and beat it with 1,000-fold arms without worrying about a burning sensation. Unfortunately, that only fired the old bird up, allowing it to feast on its own hot wings, regaining full health before an onslaught of flamethrowers. Youch! I think I need to time my arm attack when it's near death. Thus, I prioritized my own health, remembered to moisturize the bird whenever it was available, and then only used regular attacks until I could no longer damage the Moltres. All that remained was putting out the bird in its rage state. Then I plucked that unintimidating 6-foot turkey. Access to the Fire Bible was unlocked, and Olivia spread her wings as the Fury of Flame bird transformation. You go, magic girl! Oddly, after the transformation, we get sent on our way instead of seeing how the fire powers work. Rather, we enter the 4 towers, read a riddle for a missing jewel location that you could say the professor really dug, and then slot the jewel in for the tower to slowly turn and shine its laser pointer on the ribbon's hiding place. A couple of them required Olivia to lich the pitch cauldron within, and before you know it, all 4 lasers are on the ribbon, finally raising the Temple of Shrooms from the sandpaper dunes. Inside, I dig up some secrets, then balance the scales by giving the professor a particularly difficult translation, giving me just enough time to run around to the other side while he geeked out. Deeper in, random shy guys would fan slap me and disappear, and I ran into real honest-to-goodness mummies.
It's a curse. Prepare us the curse.
Even deeper I went, finding a toad being harassed by spiders. And that wasn't the worst part. He's missing his face! What could have done this? He wasn't the only victim. I found these monstrosities in chests, hanging from the ceilings. They were everywhere. What other horrors await? A dance party? In this faceless epidemic? At least the streamer is hiding right in here. Hey, DJ! You call that music? I call it a racket! Okay, boomer. My face is at stake here, y'all. My face. You've got to help. Of course, Mario the Big Softy agrees to seek out the various CD-ROMs. Easy pickings. One is out in the open. Ouch! You again? Stop smacking me! Let's see how you like my hammer. Oh, a secret. Thank you, my stretchy arms, for keeping me safe. Michael Jackson's Thriller CD is mine.
DJ, time for the test.
Here we go.
Now that's groovy! The track is a hit, but the boss refuses to come out without backup dancers. Trying to impress the prima donna, I use the power of music to backtrack recruiting some faceless, and with our combined strength, open coffins. Just imagine my shock when Professor Toad actually helped me during encounters. We dig up some partners, find permanent upgrades, discover a secret set of stairs, and trek down it courageously, where I shake loose the last of the missing toads. Now with me, faceless freaks! Let's do the jealous of our groove. The hole puncher finally funks up on the floor, initiating our destined battle to the death. With a shimmy to the right, this Groove Master wannabe pokes holes in the floor, which I avoid with a normal jump. 0 damage? Unfortunately, him getting down with it hurts a bit, and he chomps more floor tiles. According to this mystery note, I need to hammer his lid. It does good damage, but I missed excellence. And the Dance Devil responds by clipping off my face. My health is cut in half. Give it back. No, he's taking away my stomach now. Come on. Hey, zoom in, Olivia. It's my face. I'm just gonna pick that up to massively restore my max HP. If only the puncher didn't use a new attack, rapid firing paper clippings at my stomach at me. Now he's charging. Why do all the bosses have a charging attack? Toads, I need a little HP boost, please. Well, it won't save me from my own mistakes. Gosh, I'm an idiot. Here comes the combo charge, and I lose my face again. Ouch, I'm more holy than Swiss cheese. In fact, I'm so messed up, I take an entire round just gathering up my parts and pieces, just for the hole punch to eat me once more. Gosh dang it! That's it! Eat more mallet! And while you charge up, I'll pull out my Earth Velumental, putting me just out of range of your chomps, just as planned. Eat this! Great again! Jeez, my timing! Get it right, Andrew! Excellent! Destroying the office supply resupplied the toads' faces back to their rightful owners, and the yellow ribbon is mummified.
Here comes the sun.
Plus, apparently the hole punch stole the sun as well, revealing our next destination. Let's go, Professor Toad. What the hell? Is this ice in the desert? It's old Captain Toad himself. Olivia, if you'd be so kind. With the pirate now freed, he wants his submarine back from the musée? Hold on. I totally knew that. Toad beats us there and pops the hatch. Then we hire some moles to load it up on our yacht. And on top of that, the famous Toad comes with a sea chart. Now we can follow the pink streamer all the way across the 7 seas. First stop, Bonehead Island. But first, coffee break. Slipping into the skull's ear, I solve a little hammering fire puzzle, slide down the forehead into the nasal cavity, and release my biggest fan! I can see clearly now, the fog is gone. I can see all the streamers just disappear. Since I can't see where it goes, I explore a nearby island, smash the like button hidden by a bush, then make sure to hit the subscribe button to have a path up. Fittingly, Heart Island increases my maximum health. However, the island statue says there are 3 others I need to visit. Thus, I head north for Spade Island, set free a Toad who's completely naked besides the diaper, sail eastward to the Moon Isle, compete in the obligatory fishing minigame every RPG just has to have, which happens to fill in the full moon revealing the treasure.
You are a pirate!
Yar, Luigi stole me key. But how did he get here before me? No clue. But I complete the 4-island exploration mapping club island. Luigi must be at the mushroom house hiding in fear of Captain Toad. Here I come, you thieving brother, and hand over Peach's castle key.
Oh, not again.
Luigi, you buffoon. That's not a castle key. Its home is hidden in the center of the 4 Isles, leading us underwater to the Diamond Temple where we can insert Luigi's 3rd wrong key. And within are 3 trials. The trials of power, wisdom, and courage. Wait, did we dive into the Legend of Zelda universe? I spend the trial of power showing off the results of my New Year's resolution and retrieve Ganondorf's part of the Triforce. Unfortunately, the second is surrounded by a pool of water. Maybe this hidden ice path will offer us a solution. An old ice temple? Luck really does come in 3s. Unluckily, a fat hammer bro is causing a ruckus. Olivia, show no mercy. Don't even let them get a shot off. Next, I play a round of I've got your nose with an ice bear. Before apologetically jumping down its gullet. Climbing some tower stairs, I encounter ice spikes throwing their giant snowballs, followed up by sliding on top of an ice panel, going over the edge.
That was great.
You've heard of jumping the shark, but this area is really jumping the polar bear. Speaking of which, at the heart of the temple, there's a wild bear tick who has a completely impenetrable frozen defense shield. The answer, as always with the elements, is simple. First, find a hidden on button, survive being rolled over by an icy ball and chain, then send in Moltres to use Fire Blast. Toasty! I proceed to jump holy high defenses, Batman, and that Cold Claw's no joke, shattering ice across the field. I wonder what will happen if I touch the slush. Dang it! Not cool, dude. Thankfully, I can break the ice on the board, moving the segments during my turn. Melting through a second ice shield, I do real damage to the bear, this time smacking him around with 1,000-fold arms, leaving him paralyzed for a round. Quick, while it's stunned, burn away the lore iceberg and pick at it like the bear's the only ice cube around. Tired of my shenanigans, Beartic summons an ice maze and does the slippery shuffle featuring Cupid, then starts to lose his cool charging. Why do they all charge? Well, he has a reason.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Dang, that flash freeze really hurt. Due to the Iceman's maze, I couldn't reliably make it to the 1,000-fold tokens. And when I did, my strength was compromised since I was too far out of range, failing to secure the W. Thus, I endured through an intense round of Ice Beam and survived on just a sliver. Chill out! That's enough! It's time to melt the polar ice caps! Unveiling a signed copy of the Ice Bible, folding Olivia into Queen Beartic to use an Ice Beam of her own, freezing the pond surrounding surrounding the altar of wisdom. Inside is a series of true or false tests, and I easily ace it for Zelda's shard of the Triforce. Entering the Trial of Courage, I have to play the dumbest game of chicken against the Thwomp, stopping the stone monster as close as possible to complete the Triforce with Link's courage. Afterward, I roamed aimlessly, unsure of where to go, so I followed the diving ribbons until I came across a mysterious sea tower. Would you look at that? The Triforce slots in perfectly. Within the turret, it looked like a set decorated by the Wipeout crew, starting with a bridge crawl over deadly spikes, a crab squash room for hidden gems, a place to slot in the jewels to open hidden passages forward, and an entire transforming floor plan. In short, this area contained basically everything I've been through before. I've seen this too! Did you guys catch all that? Ouch!
Ow! My biscuits are burning!
Making it back outside, I noticed something has stuck the toads from the windows to the walls! Seriously though, what is the deal with all these toads? I summit to the top, and from the depths emerges the tape dispenser. Wasting no time, I pick up a note stating I need to smack it with my hammer, and a single hit is enough to crack its purple shell. But dang, its HP is still almost full. Endure the body slam, Mario! A second note clarifies I need to smash all 4 sides. Thankfully, my next attack was on the front portion, and I immediately followed up on the other side with a 1-2 slam that destroyed the front face.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
The very next turn, I ended up in the middle of the shell, allowing me to obliterate 2 full segments at the same time. Just like that, we won! Ha ha ha, all too easy. Nani? The Sticky Menace pulls out a tape cutter and changes the tempo of this war, sticking portions of the arena together, making it a sticky situation to move these paths around. Come on, let me slide these apart! The strips of tape stuck to the ground are vulnerable to fire. Oh, really? Burn, you plastic piece of adhesive! Damage left a bit to be desired, though. Angered, the roll slams its claw into me, immediately following up with a Whitney special rollout. Stop taping the field, Miltank! How about I try jumping?
It's a trap!
I get it, jumping was a bad idea, but let's see how you like getting pulled on like I'm a toddler. Take that! Ah, charging up like every other boss, eh? Well, it's a perfect time to heal up. Ah, I should have attacked. Wait a second round? No, I've got no more health. I'm dead. Thank goodness for the 1-up shrooms. You're gonna pay for making me waste an item. Childish pull! Don't you dare come back. Somehow, destroying the dispenser frees all the toads, and only one merely streamer remains. But how am I supposed to follow it into the sky? Oh, statues with laser pointer buttons that create a gravity lift to the heavens. That's convenient. Now to follow the flow up all the way to Toad Heaven. But can you call it that when the plumbing is obviously out? Look at them all trying to hold it in. Yep, it's definitely celestial, because I gotta pay tithing to get in. And in return, all I get is a hot spring stamp card. Might as well get my money's worth visiting them all, with all expenses paid for equipment like this legendary hammer. Hold on, Bowser's castle is up here? He made it to heaven? Kamek, fancy meeting you here with the rake. Where's your broom? Well, you see, after our epic escape, I accidentally pressed the wrong button, shutting off the airship's engines, and we crashed into the Shangri Spa. Don't you mean heaven, Kamek? As it turns out, the Bowser crew has been working trying to pay off the repairs.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free. Dude, shut up, Cartman.
Good luck with that indentured servitude. Hey, it got dark. Aw, crap. An origami boss sumo bro shockingly blocks our way in. And who's that on the horizon? Bowser Jr.? Look out! Someone's running with scissors! Dang, this game graphically just killed a kid now. Kamek claims the hot springs should be able to heal the mini Godzilla. However, they're occupied by charging chucks. Nothing a little legendary Hammer Slammer can't fix. Oh, and Kamek even gets in on the action. Wow, the spring actually worked. He's alive. However, his clown car is still too creased to fly us to the Sumo Bro. Let's think how to fix this over a coffee. If I take him to the remaining hot springs in heaven, maybe that'll repair his car. Yeah, about that. This spring of the jungle mist is kind of dangerous to get to. At least the legendary boots were on the pathway there. And Kamek continues to prove he's the absolute very best compatriot, because no matter what, he's always helping. Man, we gotta be close. Holy guacamole, that was way too close. And that chain chomp is brutalizing the fauna below. Oh no, he's already back on our tail. Run, run, Kamek. Use them stubby legs. Let's climb. It doesn't have arms to follow us up here.
That's impossible!
Swing, Kamek, before he chomps us! Phew! That was actually scary. Unfortunately, the Jungle Creek got Bowser Jr. too clean. Is it filled with bleach? On the bright side, we filled in the stamp card, granting us a VIP pass to the Spring of Rainbows. Color me intrigued, but there's something else in our way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shy Guys Finish Last! The hit game show where you need to earn 100 points, or it's game over. And wow. We get a level 3 difficulty on the first go, starting with Ninja Skills, a ball and cup style game where you have to pay attention to where the ninjas are. Easy. I'll just keep track of the non-ninjas. Ah yeah, I got this. Oh, a Goomba. That adds up to a grand total of 0 points. No ship, Sherlock. Okay, a level 2 race in place. This is much easier. All I need to do is keep track of where each character places, then rotate the correct player to the correct placement. 30 points for Gryffindor. Bath Math was also designed to be relaxing. Just had to keep track of how many Goombas entered and exited the drink. But when it came time to do the count, it required me to put in a formula? And that's it? There was a time limit? Moving on to Ring Scramble, a sliding puzzle where you rotate the image back in place, only granted me 10 points because it was the easiest of the bunch. The game show continued, replaying the challenges at various difficulties, some harder than others. Can you believe they have a move limit on this? And why does the battle ring always have to be involved? Whatever, I got used to it, and before you know it, I'd won. Rainbow Springs, here we come. It's sudden death.
That's not a good prize.
If you lose, it's game over. What could the game possibly be? Oh no, it's finished the lyrics. How am I supposed to remember this song from hours ago? Olivia, you sang this. My life is in your hands. At last, after all the randomness, we're in the Rainbow Spring. And that Hellion Bowser Jr. is restored to his colorful self. Away we go. Wait, I missed my mandated coffee break. Dang it. No turning back now. Without missing a beat, the mini Sumo Bros steal my activation tiles, while others stomp out lightning. Give me back the on tile, you miniature menace. Like AC/DC, the minis leave me thunderstruck before the big one gives me the shock of a lifetime. Well, Earth generally beats electricity. Let's see how you handle a shell smash. At least your ground-based bros got crushed. And I'm safe from your attacks. Oh, of course you decide to charge up now. Eat my boots! He responds by casting Thundaga and starts charging all over again. But are you anything without your minions? In addition to avoiding your attack with the Earth Velumental, I deplete over half of your health with a single earthquake. Shoot, his charged thunder can still reach me? Forget about healing. Moltres, finish him with Incinerate. Whoa, hold on. I know you guys want to save the King Koopa, but I've earned a coffee break. Now I'm ready for Bowser's castle. Hold on, I have an idea. Just one moment, if you please. Kamek hypes up the troops. For Bowser! For Bowser! Wait, I'm Mario. It doesn't matter, cause nothing would prepare us for what's inside. These monsters are using Lord Bowser's finest china.
The horror. The horror.
I'll take the 100 on the right for Lord Bowser! Quietly, Kamek uses the noise of the battle to sneak our way around the Grand Hall and make our way up the stairs. Drat, the door is locked. Fortunately, Kamek keeps a spare key under his pillow. Don't get too far ahead, Magic Koopa. Hey, where'd he go? Guess he teleported to his room. Peeking through Kamek's window, Luigi? How are you always a step ahead of us? Yeah, totally the key to Peaches. At least you're getting warmer. It is a castle key. Okay, Olivia, we got the key. Olivia? Did you learn to teleport as well? Come on, guys, this isn't funny. Oh my gosh!
He's in the walls.
These are creepier than Redeads. Kill them before they touch me. Oh my, Bowser Jr. couldn't even wait 2 seconds for me to return? I'm coming. Jinkies! The wall shadows had babies.
Ring around the rosy.
Stop singing or I'm gonna fold you back together with the ring and bop you on the head like they did to kids in the 50s. Whew, glad that's over with. The horror continues though as I see Bowser's army ripped apart from their limbs. Why do I hear that music? Ah, the Master Hand has returned for me! That's not all. He stole Olivia! Give me back my friend! Jumping right in, the mysterious note writer tells me not to get too close, but also not to attack too far away. Oh, and I forgot Olivia's not with me, so no Velumental EX Machina for me. Meanwhile, the handsy foe shows off Cobra Throw. Someone's been watching too much Cobra Kai. Okay, let's try jumping. Nope, he caught me right out of the air. Can't get too close. Eat Hurl Hammer. Dang it, he catches on fast. Surely an ice flower will do the trick. Is he invincible? Oh, that's rich. Why bother when I can't even hurt you? No, I know I can beat him. I just had to attack from the second row. I never knew I could hammer 2 spaces away. With that newfound knowledge, I hit him again, setting free Olivia back to my side. Let's show the power of elementals. What the heck? The elemental tiles are now rock, paper, scissors themed. Well, he looks like he's planning on throwing scissors. So I'll land on the rock tile. Rock, paper, scissors! Ah, it's a draw! How about scissors? I mean, he must like paper. Ah, he read me like a book. How do I block? I'm gonna keep doing scissors because he's gotta pick paper sometime. Yes! Your strategy was paper thin. Mario Smash! Mario Smash! Mario Smash! Mario Smash! Mario Smash! Let's see. He threw rock and paper. Next has to be scissors. Darn it! But at least I learned how to block. I don't want to throw scissors again, but it's the only path with hearts. What? Let's go! Rip and tear, Mario! The hand is finally beaten. Pressing on through the door, the poor sight of Bowser's minions demoralizes me. On the bright side, it's the end of the streamer. Look out! Is that James Gunn's Man of Steel? No, it's dual-bladed duelist scissors.
Our battle will be legendary.
But we're not facing him. Instead, his pet, Mache, crafted from the remains of Bowser's soldiers. It also has some sort of fantastical abilities. I had to weave around a Koopa head, smack it out of the air, and repeated the process with bigger and faster Maches, until the face within the face is revealed to be Kamek. That must be how it can cast magic. Dodging and dipping, I make it to the creature's snoot to pull and peel off Kamek. It's not over yet, as the giant buzzy beetle bounces around like a pinball until he gets tilted, and I hammer his exposed belly. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about you. Like a modern samurai, the scissors decide they want a challenge and put their dual blades in a sheath. Danger, danger! Yes, yes, I won't break the cover. I'll jump when the handles are skyward, hammer when they flip over, and endure a spinning attack. A double damage tile. Let me introduce you to a world of pain.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Exhausted of fighting with a handicap, the scissors unsheathe. Slice away some of my movement and attack options, then of course begins charging up. Who does it in this game? Gathering my strength, I open a chest to fill up the ring board, then avoid getting cut with another hammer attack. The Shredder mocks me, saying guarding is useless. But what he doesn't realize is I've spent years playing platformers training me for this moment. Back to hammer time! And of course his attack. Ah, he tricked me, Spammy! Phew. We're so close. Just hop again over his assault and hit him hard. Ah, so close. Again. Boom, baby. We got him. Just like that, Bowser's army is restored, and Peach's castle has no more strings tying it down. Get me down already! Fine, but gosh, you need to lose a few pounds. So, Bowser, what's your plan for getting there?
Let's just say I sure hope you know how to drive a stick, Mario.
All Koopa Wings, our mission is to breach Peach's castle. Great! Ollie's Air Force already heard our Hummer of the Sky coming. Koopas, man the mini cannons! And don't worry, Bowser, I'll warm up the big one. The paper airplanes are coming in fast. It's a good thing we've got unlimited bombs to blast at them. Let's remember to give them 5 big booms after this.
Fox, get this guy off me.
Hold on, I got him.
I knew you'd come help me.
Right when I thought I had cleared the skies, a freaking airborne carrier glides into our purview. It launches little interceptors, but leaves itself open enough so I can keep blasting away out of ships. It attempts a kamikaze collision. The boys and I give it everything we got and blow the purple baron out of the sky. We're there. I see the castle. Watch out! Abandoned ship! Italian plumbers and dragons first! We're inside an active volcano? And it's an ambush! Run, boys, run! There's too many of them! Kamek, what are you doing? No, you are the most useful companion!
Fly, you fools!
Come on, Bowser Jr., let's get to your dad. No, not you too! That's one less character in Mario Party. Junior! Filled with anger, Bowser fire blasts away, protecting us from harm, allowing us to make a getaway inside the main cannon. We're coming, Paper Peaches. Freak, I forgot all about the key. What do we do now?
Mario!
Luigi, have you done it? I couldn't find it. What are you talking about? It's in your exhaust pipe. Good work, brother. All right, back to where it all began. Princess, I'm a-comin'. Luigi, no! It's Yeah, I'm gonna walk carefully around it. And then I'll fall for a trap. The castle itself spits us out. Then the whole dang fortification begins to unfurl, followed by what I can only describe as the origami rapture. Behold, the final dungeon! And who better to greet us in the front room than His Majesty? I ordered you to stop Mario and his friends, and you failed. If you didn't think Olly was evil before, he killed his own henchman. Like I'm any better though, because that sumo bro is gonna be dead after I cross the sea of fortune tellers. But that dang ground pounder keeps flipping the bridge. One more fail and I'm shredded history. Next time I wait until his back is turned and make a run for it. Bowser, burn those that have turned against you. Moving forward, I find bunched up clumps in the folds, sprint past Pac-Manning cootie catchers, and watch out for boomerangs from, well, boomerang bros. Your Majesty, get rid of these guys, please. Some of the minions dropped magic circles upon their defeat, allowing us to uncover secret pathways within the citadel and properly fold the bridges in place. Bowser's ex-employees attempt to twist the terrain and hide the thousand-fold arms, but when they realized they couldn't stop me, they combined forces and took me head-on.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Hold your ground! We've been through worse! Just keep fighting! We're almost there! Bowser, I could really use a coffee break. Oh, it's Olly! At last, we shall have our duel. Ah, come on! Another office supply? Guess I'll have to put down your dog before our battle, Olly. In fact, this mutt is who stapled Bowser. Right from the get-go, the Fanged Fiend loads up silver staples. I jump to discover I'm doing next to nothing. Then the animal staples me to the floor. That is quite the punishment for failing to block.
Brother, I am pinned here.
I can't forget to mention it's already charging on the second turn. You know what? It's rush time. However, in the end, it only took a fifth of its health. At least this time I blocked. But you can stop fighting already. Stop! Stop! I said stop it! That took over half my life. But good news, he's out of ammo. Quick, heal up and smash that plastic beast. Unfortunately, the stapler reloads with red piercings that Olivia claims are more powerful than the previous ones. Come on, Note, give me a hint. Oh, hammer attacks are stronger, but jumps deplete 4 staples. Armed with this knowledge, I go with the ladder, knocking out 4 of its teeth, resulting in only being stamped twice this time. And it gets even better, because a 1,000-fold slamwich reduces 10 ammunition.
I could do this all day.
Hang in there, Captain Mushroom Kingdom. He's all out again. Show no mercy. Keep the slammers jamming. Could that be a golden grill? Who is this, Lil Wayne? Who cares? He's close to death. I'll just hammer.
Oh, I missed.
Get your head in the game, Andrew. I missed the block timing. It's okay. One more hammer should do it. Terrible timing. Oh no, not the finisher move. One up, Shroom, get me back in this fight, because this boss is so dunzo. Upon its defeat, the staple-holding Bowser falls out. There he is. That's the flavor. Enough games, Olly. No more hiding. Wait, where's Peach? You're an irredeemable monster! Even worse, Olivia notices the Origami King has been folding paper cranes in an attempt to trigger the 1,000 cranes technique, which will grant any wish. Olly plans to make every toad a blank piece of paper, due to his creator disrespecting him with scribbling. 999 cranes have been folded, and were just enough paper for the 1,000th. Summoning his own private light-up wheel, Olly begins his own transformation into a shiny dragon. Dreadnought and doesn't even give me a turn before he starts charging. I start with a preemptive strike. 0, absolutely 0 damage. He responds with a mega earthquake. Dang, it hurts. And he's back to charging. You may be strong, but what you don't know is I've saved all my coins for this final fight. Heal me, Toads! Meanwhile, I trek to a special rainbow token, allowing me to choose which Velumental form Olivia takes. My Earth will crack his Earth! What? Does he have the defense of a Shuckle? Oh, it gets worse. He heals if I take too long to decide my actions. What a cheater. I need to make my decision swiftly, so I spend one turn stepping on the on tile, then during my next movement, go in for the Velumental. This time, Beartic is gonna freeze you solid, Olly. Ice Beam! Yes, he's frozen. Sadly, the cracks in my game plan are exposed. Since I missed my chance to do damage, I'm gonna have to somehow land on that switch and Velumental the same turn. During the next round, I failed to turn Olly into mud with a hydro-pumping Salamence. Thus, I go back to giving him the cold shoulder. I pass by the on button and Velumental the very next turn and flip him over with 1,000-fold arms. Now that's what I'm talking about. Over 50%. The king hated that, so he refolds himself into a purple Beartic to put some ice on it. Here comes the Velumental's Ice Maze, the Slippery Shuffle, and who could forget?
Guys, Age!
No problemo. I have an easy counter. Moltres, use Fire Spin. Where do I go? Hurry, he's healing again, and I ran out of time. Now I gotta do it all over again. Thankfully, my next try, I was able to waltz over the on and arm spaces, then 1,000-fold arms bash this dastardly scrap paper. No way. He refolded into a Galarian Moltres and healed from eating the hot wings. This is unfair. I'm extinguishing off your life hack. Hydro Pump Olivia while I pluck him for Thanksgiving dinner. One element left, and it's not the element of surprise. Ha! I expected the flood, used earth powers to dodge, and now I'm gonna beat you to a pulp. Brother, are you okay?
Shut it! I don't need your pity.
Let me show you the true power of origami. He's unfolding the very fabric of reality. He's Origami Thanos.
Reality can be whatever I want.
That's it. It's go time.
Wait! Let me fold you. Before our very eyes, Olivia turns the RTX on, taking Bowser from a 2D sprite to full-on Godzilla.
Let them fight.
I need some backup!
Getting behind Bowzilla, I cause shockwaves, putting Olly off balance, and allow the Koopa King to sumo push. In response, Olly sends out paper shurikens I wasn't ready for. Is that all you got, Origami King? Let's shove him off, Bowser! You'll never win against the power of friendship, Lone King! Just one last push, Bowser! Heave! I will not be beaten! To me, my folded soldier! I've got a 10-ton thwomp above me. Ignore it. Faster, Mario. We almost have him knocked off.
Curse you!
We did it, Bowser. Oh, for goodness sake. What now? We're screwed. Yeah, really screwed.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Olivia does not give in to despair, summoning a grand magic circle using all of the elements. But of course, Olly won't let that stand, mixing all the different colored panels. I have to move fast, because if time runs out, it's an instant game over. It's a good thing this game is 5 years old though, because after dodging the slap with an A button input, I had already aligned the colors and was twisting them back from being upside down. Although my hubris could be my downfall, I failed the next QuickTime event. Don't risk anything. We can't afford to start over. Just slide the rings already. With seconds to spare, everything lines up. The sore loser won't give up though. Dodge! Dip! Hold! Spam it! Blade hands! Don't you know scissors are weak to a rock-hard hammer smash? Speaking of which, Olivia, I need a bigger mallet! Time to settle this. Long live the king. we've won! Yet still, Olly has a dying wish for Olivia to read the scribbles on his paper. Dearest Olly, may you grow into a fair and kind king. You mean this could have all been avoided if you learned how to read? I'm sorry for your loss, Olivia. Please accept my condolences.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Luigi? Man, you must have the plot device superpower, because you always show up with just what we need. And this time you brought us the origami craftsman, the creator of Olly. Together, he and Olivia fold Olly's remains into the 1000th crane. May all the origami folded by my brother be undone. The Mushroom Kingdom is restored, and everyone is back to normal, including the princess. Olivia, you did it! Oh, Olivia? Where are you? No, she was made by Olly, which means...
Boom!
Well, at least the Origami Festival is back in business, but it's not over yet. We still have a secret ending to unlock. Let's start the remaining of our 100% journey off by making our lives easier buying the alerts for toads, collectibles, and hidden blocks. And we'll pick up the lamination suit, which is completely useless. The hidden block and hider will come in handy though. Before backtracking the entire world, I'll need one last coffee break.
Ah, that hits the spot.
A lot of missing findables were out in the open, like hidden blocks usually floating above squares. Don't fret, I won't bore you showing every single one that I gathered, but I'll show off the more memorable and more difficult locations. By the way, this took like an additional 12 to 16 hours to finish up the post-game alone, so please leave a like and subscribe, because these videos take a long time to make. Let's first focus on uncrumpling every toad. Popcorn, please. Oh my, toads are flying out of the popper. Call the FDA. Meanwhile, another was stuck as a display on shopping shelves. Some required me to go fishing. Others involved me to go behind where it wasn't so obvious, setting free a full battalion. Sometimes I was just chaotic with a mallet, and hey, sometimes it worked. No object was safe from my havoc. Exiting stage left on places I've been to, it was like a round of I Spy finding what looked out of place. Some of those we saved turned around and opened up shops, while others made me flex my creative thinking to get them out of jams. This particular specimen was very rich and rewarded me handsomely. I closed out my toad hunt in Vegas, shutting off the main hotel fountain valve so I could rescue the poor Mushroom Kingdomite a Snifster was using as a surfboard. Okay, I'm gonna take a silly break. Release Metroid Prime 4 this year, Nintendo!
Don't make me beg, darling.
Now to get serious again while fishing. You'd be surprised every shiny fish is a collectible, and there was a lot of fishing to do. I reeled in so much that I even pulled up the legendary Cheep Cheep. Wait a minute, this is a fake. Curse you, ninjas. Rumor has it the best fish are on Full Moon Island, and at first all I get is a peculiar collectible. So imagine my surprise when I landed not only the legendary Great White Blooper, but also the genuine article legendary Cheep Cheep. Diving back under the sea, I grab hold of a big shell, resurface to use Velumental powers for a campfire, then host a clam bake.
Good grief, he's naked!
Ring the notification bell to get that out of your mind! While at Shogun Studios, I used the Master Key netting me more stuff. In Loshroom City, I kept digging them holes and continued sinning by vandalizing the Pillars of Heaven. How come good things happen to bad people? Anyhow, I'm...
Cruising the world.
Uncovering a hammer-shaped aisle, a place hipsters would call square, where I fought through every paper macho I met throughout the game, took out the submarine in between for sea bottom antics, sailed to a questionable archipelago, searched forever to fill the remaining hole in the SS Princess Peach for my very own ship that will go in a bottle, and talked with every single Toad statue across the seas. Back on land, I speak with NPCs that weren't around before, then in Toad Town take on the Bossotronic, which is, you guessed it, a boss rush mode. All of them are exactly the same with no difficulty spike. Thus, I hastily fought my way through the Velumentals, the office supplies, and a handful of others, including the Paper Macho bosses. Over 2 hours later, an exclusive collectible is mine. The last two were only available after King Olly's defeat in the town square and a very expensive waifu statue. Aside from the toads, collectibles, and hidden blocks, there are trophies needed for 100% 100%. The museum hands over quite a few of them for finding all the hidden blocks, fishing up the legendaries, beating the paper machos at Square Island, rescuing all the toads, collecting collectibles, all of the music, and the art.
There's more.
No.
There's about 7 more, I think, and this next one sure put me through the ringer. Have I ever mentioned I don't like puzzles? Yeah, I don't, and this trophy requires me to do 30 of them, so shout out to papermario.alyssa.codes for helping me line these puzzles up. Yes, I know it's cheating, but I think the game knew that because speed rings made it difficult to cheat. Here, I had to solve 16 puzzles within 100 seconds. I didn't have time to input every scenario onto that website. With 10 seconds to go and 7 still needing to be done, I just gave up my first try. On top of that, the difficulty seemed completely random. Sometimes you'd start with a few head scratchers, then the higher levels were easier. Nonetheless, I had to fail quite a few times to get some practice in, because fortunately, a lot of the scrambles were repeated in each attempt. So with a little more knowledge, speed, and a cheat or two here and there, I managed 16 puzzles. And that was enough for me. No overachieving this one. I just want to add to my bling collection. Alright, next, I had to collect all the coins down the Eddy River. This one I saw the most people complain about online, but for me, only took 3 tries. I accomplished the task by smashing my boat with either my hammer against the rocks, or both to slow it down if it looked like I was gonna miss some money. Low on hearts? No need to worry, there are plenty. Also, I didn't struggle at all traversing the whirlpool. The part that threw me off the most was this fast section at the end, where I couldn't get the jump timing right. But like I said earlier, a couple tries later and it was a piece of cake. Look at me, I am the coin captain now. 2 tedious trophies were a grind to do. I repeatedly visited Picnic Road to slaughter poor Goombas, until I was notified I won 200 battles. Then I returned to Square Island, which is actually called Scuffle Island, to farm the machos again, because to my knowledge, this was the best get-rich-quick scheme. Did that a few times to earn a cumulative 300,000 coins. I can afford eggs in this economy now. The last trophy was fittingly, Shy Guys finish last, and not in a fun way. I had to ace the whole show, all 12 challenges in a row. More like Andrew finishes last. This level 3 ring scramble especially confused me, because remember, I hate puzzles. Cheating time! I recorded the motions with the Nintendo Switch's 30-second capture feature to review the headache at my own pace. I got close to solving it, but I still lost. Only later did I realize the game rotates the puzzle in a way tricking you into thinking it executed 2 extra ring moves, when really they sneakily rotated 2 of the rings 360 degrees. It's confusing, I know, but once you see it, the challenge becomes a breeze. The level 3 hidden ninja game made my eyes feel old. I was having trouble keeping track of the 2 non-ninjas, even though I feel like I'm relatively good at this minigame. But once again, thanks to the Nintendo Switch's 30-second screen capture, I watched the recording of the scramble in 3 different segments, resulting in me stomping each of those pesky ninjas. I'm the Quizmaster, oh yeah! The museum curator screams with joy that I've earned every trophy. So I bonked King Olly on the noggin again, witnessed the secret ending where the origami craftsman places new miniatures of Olly and Olivia at the Origami Festival, and am told I have 100%ed Paper Mario the Origami King. What other games do you want to see me play? Cause this was by far the most requested the past 2 years. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. You all have a good one. Thanks.